If you're ready to take control of your mornings and stop snoozing, rolling over, pulling the covers over your head, and hiding from your greatness, I would love for you to join us in the free 30-day Morning Mastery Challenge. In this challenge, we'll be using proven strategies and techniques that I have used in multiple areas in my life and that I have helped my clients use in so many different areas to shift habits in a positive way to start creating the dream life we want to create. If you're ready to start shifting your mornings so that they're not groggy, they're not snoozing, they're not constantly starting with you feeling behind, if you're ready to take control and start creating that dream life, today I would love for you to go to the show notes and click the link or visit overcominggraduation.com/morningmastery. That's overcominggraduation.com/morningmastery. We are super excited about this. The group is already growing, and if you're ready, we'd love for you to be a part of it. The challenge kicks off November 21st, 2018. So for those of you that are ready, we will see you on the inside. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Overcoming Graduation with Brian Drury, a show where I work to teach you everything I wished I'd known about life to help you graduate to the next level in your own. Today is another installment of the Morning Commute, where I take my ride to work in the morning to share a short but powerful message with you to help you kick your day off on the right foot. But this one's a little different because this is the San Diego trip edition. I'm on my way down to San Diego, so not technically a morning commute, but let's say you use it for your morning commute. So today's message is this. If you want to be fired up. Right now, I feel more jacked up, more excited, more fueled about life than I have in a long time. And whenever I have certain emotional states, I tend to analyze and look at why? Why is it all of a sudden I feel great? Not necessarily, I don't want to negate it. I don't want to push it away. Just be like, this is amazing. I want more of this. How can I create more of this? And what is the thing that has sparked this in me? Why do I feel so excited? Well, I'm actually on my way down to San Diego. I'm not too far out from it. And I'm on my way to an entrepreneurship mixer. So one of my former coaches that I worked with is Nicholas Bayerly from the $1 Billion Body. And he's hosting a men's mixer. So for male entrepreneurs, come get to know each other, network. And one of the big reasons that I always wanted to move out to California, especially this area in Southern California, was because I wanted to dive into an area where there was a greater entrepreneurship community. There were more like-minded people for me to connect with, that I could build a tribe of people who shared my passion for helping people, for building things, for not living life by the standard conventions and just being like, well, that's just how life is. It's like people who are willing to challenge the existing norms and say, no, this is not what I want. I want something far greater so I can give so much more. Here's how I'm going to create it. So I'm on my way to this event and I'm like, man, I haven't felt this awake, this much energy, this much adrenaline just naturally, and I don't know how long. Because lately I've just felt tired and I felt dragging and I felt, I don't really want to get out of bed. I don't know. Just kind of that type of vibe. It's just this either weak or tired, wimpy, like this vibe I don't like. But it started to become the norm until I did a couple things recently where I stood up for the life that I know I wanted. I made difficult decisions. I had tough conversations. And I'm being me, not this shell of a person or whatever. And I'm not saying it was going on for this incredible amount of time and it was all areas of my life, but I wasn't feeling on fire. That's the thing. I wasn't feeling like, hell yes, let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. And I was like, and I know you're not always going to feel that in life. And you have to find ways to still create and still do, even when you don't have the emotional drive and fire behind it. But man, is it a lot more fun and a lot easier when you have this excitement and passion and focus for it. So I was like, so how can I cultivate that? And I'm feeling that today. And I was like, what's creating that? And so I noticed that today, one, I did morning routines I haven't done in 11 days. I did my morning planks. I did my pull-ups. I did an ice cold shower. I read my goals. And I forgot how much just doing those two physical activities of planks and pull-ups really kicks off my day in a different way. It puts me in a different mental state, a much more positive one. Then when I went to work, I was really locked in. I was feeling more positive. I'm engaging with people more. I'm doing things that I haven't been doing for months, but they're things I like, which was crazy, was that I found I was just getting buried in emails and Excel spreadsheets and SAP, and I wasn't connecting with people. And then I was getting mad that my job didn't require me to connect with people. Versus being like, hey, I want more connection. I'm going to create it. I'm just going to call people on the phone more. I'm going to stop and talk to people for a minute or two here and there. And so as I've started doing that, I'm having more fun at work. Then there's a project I've been wanting to work on, a thing I've been wanting to experiment with and try, and I finally created time for that today, and it felt so exciting because I was like, holy shit, this could be huge. I could trim the amount of time this takes by hours and hours per week and make it so much more efficient. And so although working in Excel may not excite me, improving things and improving the quality of my life and people's lives, I love that. That's one of the big reasons I do what I do. So I just saw all these like cascading dominoes, and then part of me was like, oh, I don't know if I can make it to that entrepreneurship thing. I need to get groceries, and I really want to get a haircut, and what if I'm late, and what if traffic's too bad? You know, all these excuses coming up. And I said, nope, I'm going. And just that definitiveness, that decisiveness for myself in doing something I want to do, and I've been wanting to do for freaking months, was like, hell yes. It was like this fire, like I'm making this commitment for me. I'm standing for me. I'm saying hell yes to my dreams, and I'm saying hell yes, I'm going down there. Who cares if there's some traffic? I'll get there. If I get there late, who cares? I want to see my coach. I haven't seen Nicholas in a minute, man. It's been a long time. And I'm excited to see him again and meet all these people who, again, are like-minded people. Because I was like, I really was realizing, it's been 9 months, something like that I've been out here. I was like, I haven't really established a friend group out here. I got my roommates. We're super tight. I love my roommates. But I don't have a friend group where I'm out doing things, going to events, hitting up things every weekend. And I remember, in high school and college, there was always my friends that I called. There were people that I always reached out to, and we'd get together all the time, people who I knew well. We shared interests. And I'm like, as I've moved and as I left college, I have either not had that or only had it for very short periods of time. Because when I was in Wisconsin, eventually my closest friends became my roommate and then another guy from work. And we spent a lot of time together, but even especially when we're roommates, there's times where we were like, hey, we just kind of need some space from each other because we saw each other all the time. But then when I lived in North Carolina, I was traveling 50% of the time. So when I was back, I focused a lot more of my attention on dating rather than developing a friend group. And I developed a really amazing friend group in my dance community, and we would always go out and dance all the time. But the thing was, we hung out very little outside of dance-related events. And I'm like, I want people who we do stuff together and we chill out. And like, hey, the game's on, let's come over. It's not just this one thing that we do together. Because those are the types of deep friendships that I really love. I think most people do. So I'm realizing that this cascading domino effect, and again, starting with something very small, because I didn't wake up when I wanted to. I woke up late again this morning. But I said, you know what? I'm going to do my 3-minute, 30-second plank. I'm going to do 12 slow, controlled pull-ups. And then I was like, you know what? I will do my ice-cold shower today. I haven't done one in like probably a week or something, or 11 days, whatever it's been. And then I was like, I'm going to read my goals. Like I started to reacclimate and reassociate with these things that I really love and connect with. And much of this is like, hey, I took a couple days to just take off from everything because it's my birthday. I want to take some time, step back, take a break, let my muscles recover from workouts and all this stuff. And that's felt good. But there's also this like, all right, dude, I'm starting to get that fire back. Like I want to get back into this. I really want to be working on these things, working on me. And so the revelation I had was it's this fire and intensity and excitement about life is just saying yes to what I really want to be doing and making time for it. It's saying yes and putting it on the schedule. It's saying, I want to be more involved in the entrepreneurship community and get to know more people in the area. So I'm going to go to events. It's a free event. It's, I don't even have to worry about budgeting for it or like some big high price ticket for some huge event. Nah. All I got to do is go, get my ass there, and I can meet people and connect. And who knows? Maybe I make best friends. Maybe I meet business partners. Maybe I just have a fun night and get to see my coach again. Cool. Could be any number of things. But it's like so many things in life, I won't know unless I get there. I won't know unless I try. And there's a lot of things that I had been putting off for a long time that I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do it now. I just realized I was putting my emphasis and my focus on other areas of my life where I was like, why haven't I done an infrared sauna session yet? Why haven't I done a float tank session? They're free. Like, I could do one for free. Why have I not done these things? And then I'm sitting there going, man, life doesn't feel like I expected to coming out here. No, I'm not. It's not really feeling much different. I'm like, well, it's because I'm not making it different. I'm not putting things on the calendar. I'm not creating time for them. Or I'm not just booking it. Just booking it and saying that's going to be the day. And so now that I am, I'm feeling this fire because I'm like, this is a big part of the reason I moved out here. So I'm living the purpose that I saw and engaging in possibility again, where I'm like, dude, life has so much to offer. There's so much amazing things in life. And I'm going out and exploring. I'm going on an adventure. I'm going on a safari. I'm going to actually dive in. I'm not just going to watch the National Geographic Channel. I'm going to go to those places and live the experiences in all these different aspects of life. And that's part of the fun. That's part of the excitement. Is like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm getting in there. I'm sticking my nose in. I'm diving in. I'm going to the dance class. I'm going to the infrared sauna. I'm going to these things. I'm going to join up for the free week at a mixed martial arts gym and get back to jiu-jitsu and just find a good gym so that when I'm ready to sign back up, when I'm like, you know what, I do want to reincorporate martial arts in my life. I have a gym. I know exactly which one I want to go to. Or maybe I find one I love and I say, hey, I'm going to start incorporating, just open mat sessions once a week. Something like that. Because there's all kinds of competing priorities in life. It's like, okay, I'm budgeting and I want to pay down debt and I want to do this and I want to do that. And what's most important right now? But I also constantly am looking for ways to live life now, not later. It's like, okay, yes, I would love to own a float tank one day. Super. That's probably not my best investment right now. I'd probably rather pay down some student loan debt or some other debt. It's like, let's pay down the car, let's pay down this. But how can I still enjoy it? Well, I can go to the float tanks that out in Southern California, they're everywhere. And, it's a free first session? Perfect. There's so many things to try. There's so many places that offer a free week here, a free week there. And I remember the way I connected with my group in Greensboro when I was back in North Carolina was meetup.com. I found a dance class. I'd been wanting to try salsa. I saw Cuban salsa lessons. I said, you know what, I'm booking it. I'm going. And that led to some of the greatest things in my life because dance continues to be and will always be one of the most important pieces of my life. And I'm always going to find ways to incorporate it, and it brings me so much joy. And through that, I was able to not only experience all that joy and make friends, I was also able to share that joy as I started teaching it and helping my teacher out with classes, with sessions, with events. So only by saying hell yes to myself and the things I wanted and saying yes, those things matter, yes, you matter, yes, it's worth it, yes, we're going to do this, was I able to experience that. So right now, like, I'm in it, guys. And that's the really cool part about this is, like, I feel like we're on this adventure and this journey together, that you get to hear my excitement and my emotion. I'm not talking about it 3 years later when I was like, oh yeah, there was this day that I was driving on I-5 down to San Diego. It's like, no, we're right fucking now. That's what's so cool. So I want you to feel this. I want you to, like, feel my emotion and feel like, wow, I can really feel his intensity and excitement about this. Because I want you to create it for yourself and to recognize it is so much closer than you realize, because we put all these bullshit and these barriers in our way. And the reason this is becoming so clear for me is I was putting so much stuff in my way, creating so many false barricades that I was blinded. I was like, God, I don't know why. I don't know why life doesn't feel good. It's like, well, Brian, are you having the conversations you need to? Are you addressing the things you need to in your life? No. It's I'm gonna. It's just, it's not really that. It's this, and I'm like, no, because deep down in our hearts, we always know. And so it's like, okay, it's time to address things. It's time to handle things. It's time to stop bullshitting myself, and it's time to start having some more fun. Like, guys, I'm already having fun, and I'm alone in my car driving to San Diego. Like even like let's say, oh, the event got canceled. When I get down here, cool, I'll walk around the Gaslamp district. Maybe I'll find a dance class around here because they have tons of dance down in San Diego. It's amazing. It's like life is fun. There's so much good, and I, for months, it seems like, have had the majority of my time and energy focused on the lack, the negative, and it's like, what lack, Brian? I was creating it, just looking and comparing at people. Oh, this entrepreneur who's making millions of dollars. Oh, I'm not there. I'm not. So what? There's so much great things in life, and I'm finally seeing it again and shifting my focus and my perspective back to those things. And that feels really good. And I want you to enjoy that as well. So, to wrap up today's episode, I want you to ask yourself, where in your life are you creating a false barrier? Where in your life are you putting your happiness, your excitement, and where are you stifling your fire? Where are you putting the happiness and excitement off to the side? And where are the flames trying to light up? They're trying to erupt, but you keep throwing that mat over them and batting them down. Because right now I feel like there's a fire inside me. I'm like, I feel fucking great. And it's like, dude, I was the only one in the way. I feel like a lot of times what we're doing is we're looking at what's between us and our goal, and we see a brick wall. And it's huge and it's massive. It's like we're standing on this stage and we feel like there's this amazing thing on the other side. We're not sure, but we feel like it's on the other side. But we're looking at this brick wall and we're like, there's nothing I can do. Look at it, it's brick. I'm not going to punch through brick. Come on. Until finally one day we go, you know what, let me just lean against it. Maybe I could knock it over. Maybe the bricks aren't in there as tight. Maybe I could climb it. And then you go up to the brick wall, you put your hand against it, and you find out it was just a curtain. Just like those old Looney Tunes cartoons where it turns out it really wasn't even a brick wall at all. It was just a curtain the road runner had put up to trick us or deceive us. And then you just push it aside and you're like, holy shit, this was awesome on the other side. I'm so glad I tried. I'm so glad I checked. I'm so glad I went to the class. I'm so glad I went to the event. I'm so glad I asked the person on the date. I am so glad I put the igniter back up to the fuel source of my life and frickin' lit that flame up. Like instead of batting down our flames and telling ourselves, no, I don't really want it, or no, I'm kind of tired tonight. Like, I did feel tired earlier, but then when I said, fuck yes, I'm doing it, I got so excited. It wasn't from pounds of caffeine. It wasn't from all kinds of like crazy unhealthy things. It was like, I didn't drink 3 Red Bulls. I just am excited about life. It's like, and I did have a Pepsi on the way down. I'll give you guys that. But even prior to having the Pepsi, I was like, fuck yes. And in all my excitement, I just missed my exit. So right now, I'm just gonna get back over there. We go. Okay. All right, we're back in, guys. So, where in your life are you creating a false wall? Where in your life are you seeing a brick wall when in reality it's just a curtain you need to push aside? And what is one thing you could do right now, to step past that illusion and take a lighter and a blowtorch and freaking light that fire up and have it shoot up in the sky in a place where it feels like it's just been a little crackling fire, like barely even lit? Where can you create that in your life right now? And what can you do? What's one step you can take to reignite that fire? Because guys, this feeling, I'm like, this is how life should feel the majority of the time. And I'm not a person who says like, it should always feel awesome, all of it, because I don't believe that's really real. I believe that there's going to be ups and downs as there's meant to be, so we can appreciate these moments more, because it hasn't been like this for a while, and that's why I feel so fucking great. But also, I do believe that the majority of our life should feel this way. And I want you guys to experience it. So let's go out. Let's take that step today. I am almost to my event. I'm just 2 minutes away based off my GPS. So I am going to go enjoy this. If you have not already subscribed to the podcast, please be sure to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Play. If you'd like to reach out to me directly to make recommendations for the show, for interviewees, if you'd like to ask questions, have me answer them on the air, please reach out to me at brian@overcominggraduation.com. And if you are ready to dive in for your life, to start igniting that fire, and you want some help creating that excitement and joy for life and really fueling your own fire, and you're ready to dive in a way you never have, I want you to reach out to me by going to overcominggraduation.com/coaching to set up your free 1-hour clarity session with me, where I will help you get clear on what you want to do, why you want to do it and why it's important to you, and how to do it faster than you ever thought possible, while, guys, having more fun, creating the life that you've always wanted. I want to help you get there, and I want you to go to overcominggraduation.com/coaching to set up your free session today. I love you guys. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for being a part of this, and I will be talking to you all again real soon.